I'm standing here at Tree Tower Court. Tree Tower Court is in the valley north of Abergavenny, and as you can see from our surround, it's an absolutely beautiful location, but it's also the location of another Ricardian mystery, which is why we're here today. And this is to do with the Vaughan family, and in particular with the Buckingham Rebellion. Behind me you can see with the tower, the remains of Tree Tower, and there's another range across behind me to my left, which is a more of the family household building, and you can see here that this is an extensive structure. It's not a small structure, especially for one of the smaller Welsh valleys. And so the important question is to ask why we're here today, and it surrounds the people who were incumbent on this particular site during the reign of Richard III, and in particular during that late autumn of 1483, moving into the winter season, because it was then that the Buckingham Rebellion came about, in the periods of early to October to, of course, the fruition, as it were, the unfortunate fruition for Buckingham with his execution at Salisbury. And the reason Tree Tower is so interesting is that it sits only a few miles from Brecon Castle, where we shall be shortly talking about the Brecon element. And it's where the current information seems to lead us to believe that Cardinal Morton, the Bishop of Ely, as he was at that time, had been imprisoned with Henry Stafford, Duke of Buckingham, 2nd Duke of Buckingham, in order that he was in his close guarded company, following, in this case, the events of June 13th, 1483 at the Tower of London. And here we have the mystery, and the mystery revolves around the Vaughan family, because shortly after Buckingham left Brecon Castle, one of his strongholds, along with Max Stoke, I think that Pamela Tudor Craig identified as possibly Buckingham's principal residence, it's clear that Brecon was one of his major holdings because of his efforts to secure, in this case, the Welsh marches. And here at Tree Tower we have the Vaughans, who were probably very much aware of Buckingham, whether and how they came under him directly or not is a matter that we should have to explore more fully. Certainly they were very much related to the people down at Raglan Castle, the Herberts, and received patronage from the Herberts. But on that day we find that Buckingham leaves Brecon Castle, potentially he leaves his daughters at Brecon, and takes with him his wife, sons, and an assortment of people, including the Bishop of Ely, and heads into the marches of Hereford. He actually probably came down not past Tree Tower, but probably past Bronley's Castle, closer by, because we find him at Webley shortly after this time. And it was at that juncture that we have reason to believe that the Vaughans were somewhat antagonistic to Buckingham, because they then moved from this site here in Tree Tower up the valley to Brecon, and they besiege and take Brecon Castle, basically at the back of Buckingham. And this was surely one of the elements that led to Buckingham's absolutely spectacular demise, if you think about that. We still don't understand why Buckingham rebelled. There are many theories, of course. A weak theory that he was going to be instrumental in putting Henry Tudor on the throne, I think, is a very weak, as I say, a weak structure. But was he bidding for the throne himself? That's a possibility. But it's certainly the case that the Vaughans, probably leaving their stronghold here at Tree Tower, quickly made their way to Brecon. I believe they captured not only the castle, but some of the daughters as well, and generally probably made the traditional 15th century nuisance of themselves. However, the mystery that we want to discuss today concerns the Vaughan family, because there were, on June 25th, 1483, executions at Pontefract, the 3 executions. There was Rivers, Grey. Rivers, of course, was the brother of the then Dowager Queen. Grey was her first son, and one of her sons and stepson to Edward IV. But the last one was Thomas Vaughan. Thomas Vaughan was a strong Yorkist supporter. We have reason to believe that he was actually in exile with Edward IV and with Richard III, and he's the one who's captured in Stony Stratford. We have reason to believe that Rivers was captured in Northampton. Grey, the accounts differ whether he was in Northampton when he was captured, whether it was on the road between Northampton and Stony Stratford. But it seems that Sir Thomas Vaughan was taken prisoner alongside the King, Edward V, at Stony Stratford and dispatched to the north. We know, for example, that Grey was incarcerated at Middleham, and that Rivers was incarcerated at Sheriff Hutton, but Vaughan himself was taken to Pontefract, where he would eventually meet his execution, as I say, on June 25th, 1483. And he was family to the people here at Tree Tower. Exactly what the relationship was, again, needs to be further clarified, but certainly he was a greater family member, and he's executed by Richard on June 25th, and yet here, a few months later, July, August, September, and very early into October, virtually 3 months, all bar a couple of weeks later, the Vaughans of Tree Tower are now attacking Buckingham's rear for Richard III. Richard, Duke of Gloucester, as then was now Richard III. Why? Why would, in this case, certain allegiances matter more than family, or did they not see Sir Thomas as one of their closer family members? Surely here at Tree Tower, which is not too far away from Ludlow, where Sir Thomas Vaughan would have been resident as one of the servants, the major servants to Edward V. So yet again we have another mystery, and not explored very often, and we're going to try and help resolve that as we get more and more sources.